remember when I said that the final battle with the explorers will probably feel like an Avengers Endgame situation? Many characters coming together to fight the big bad, the common enemy? Well, it turns out that I was right, but to an even greater degree than I expected. Episode 131 will see the return of several characters that I honestly didn't think we would see again. Namely, why yes, Perrin and Master Mayonnaise. Now yes, a lot of characters returned recently, such as Nemona, Penny, Anne, who will return in this episode too, Carmine, Hassel, Jita, and Clavel. So the idea of characters returning isn't really surprising anymore. The difference is that most of these characters are important figures in the story. Why yes and Perrin are a different case entirely. Why yes very much felt like a character of the day when he first appeared. He had his episode, played his role, and that seemed like the end of it. I definitely didn't expect that we would see him again. Perrin was present for a couple of episodes and had a somewhat bigger role, but she still felt like more of a supporting character that existed mainly to reference the games. I thought the anime had already gotten everything it needed out of her appearance and that her role was finished. Then there's Master Mayonnaise. While he did have a significant role, it happened in a self-contained mini-arc. Yes, that arc was connected to the larger story, but the way it aired and the way it felt made it seem like its own side adventure. Because of that, I never really expected that story to overlap with the main narrative, yet here we are. Now yeah, Liko and friends are gathering their allies, bringing back characters they've met throughout their journey to help them in the upcoming conflict. But I didn't think they would go this far. If even someone like YS can return, then just about anyone can do the same, opening us up for a lot more comebacks. It really feels like Horizons is pulling together everyone who played a role in the adventure. Now, it isn't entirely clear what YS and Perrin will contribute to the upcoming conflict, since neither of them are exactly battlers. However, they do have other skills that could still be useful. YS is a journalist, so he could potentially help the rising ball tacklers by shaping public opinion and clearing up the rumors surrounding them. Perrin, being a photographer, could support that effort by documenting events and providing the images that accompany YS's reporting. Together, they could help show the world that the rising ball tacklers are actually the good guys. Master Mayonnaise, however, is a completely different story. Unlike YS and Perrin, he is a fighter, so he can contribute directly to the final battle. However, the preview shows that he will also play a more immediate role. He will battle Roy using a Hawlucha that can Mega Evolve. This is exciting because it means Mega Hawlucha will make its debut in the anime, allowing Horizons to further showcase Legend CA. This battle also answers a question I've had for a while. In the current opening, there's a brief scene showing Roy's Lucario battling a Hawlucha, and I always wondered why this scene was here. It could just be a random action shot, yes, but since the opening foreshadowed several important events, it felt unlikely that this was completely meaningless. I was even ready to make a video predicting that Roy will catch this Hawlucha. It's clear now that this moment was meant to foreshadow this battle between Master Mayonnaise and Roy, which will pit Lucario against Hawlucha. So it seems that this was planned for quite some time. Now, what is really interesting is that in the preview, Master Mayonnaise shows Roy a Mega Stone. At first, I thought this was Hawlucha's Mega Stone. Essentially, him showing Roy that he can use Mega Evolution too, and challenging him to a Mega Evolution battle. But after comparing this Mega Stone to images of all the Mega Stones, I soon realized that this isn't a Hawlucha Knight. It's actually a Lucario Knight C, the Mega Stone that allows Lucario to Mega Evolve into Mega Lucario C, which was also introduced in Legend CA. So Master Mayonnaise will offer Roy a new Mega Stone for his Lucario, but he won't simply give it away. Roy will have to prove himself in battle first. In other words, he will have to earn the Lucario Knight C. If he does, and I'm sure he will, then he will get access to Mega Lucario C, which is obviously a huge and exciting development. It also arrives at a very interesting point in the story. As we approach the final battle with the explorers, our heroes don't just need allies, they also need to become stronger individually. And the series has clearly been pushing in that direction recently, strengthening the cast ahead of the final confrontation. Giving Roy a new Mega Evolution for Lucario is perfectly in line with this. And honestly, Lucario might actually need the help. This is something I'll talk about more when I review episode 127. The short version is that Roy's Lucario has struggled a lot recently, to the point where it seems hesitant, almost like it lacks confidence because it lacks power and/or skill. I now fully believe that Lucario is Roy's weakest Pokemon, which is a bit surprising because when Mega Voltage began, I got the impression that Lucario would be one of his strongest Pokemon, since Lucario have always been portrayed as powerhouses in the anime. Ash's Lucario being a great example. But Roy's Lucario hasn't quite lived up to that expectation yet, so giving it a new Mega Evolution could be a way of addressing this. That said, Mega Lucario C is a somewhat curious power-up. It shares the same typing and base stat total as the regular Mega Lucario, meaning that they seem to be very close to each other in terms of power and function. The main difference lies in how their stats are distributed. Regular Mega Lucario is almost perfectly balanced between attack and special attack, allowing it to function as a mixed attacker, while Mega Lucario C heavily favors special attack instead, so it's definitely made to be a special attacker. Not only that, it's actually more powerful offensively since its special attack is higher than regular Mega Lucario's attack. Additionally, Mega Lucario C is way faster, therefore it's without a doubt more of a threat offensively in exchange for being a little more frail physically thanks to a lower defense. This inclination for special attack becomes interesting when you look at the current moveset of Roy's Lucario. It knows Flash Cannon, which is a special attack that would perform much better for Mega Lucario C. However, its other moves, Close Combat and Metal Claw, are physical attacks that would actually become weaker in this form, since Mega Lucario C's attack is actually lower than even regular Lucario. So the power-up isn't entirely straightforward. If the anime wants to take full advantage of Mega Lucario C, Lucario may need to learn another special move to complement Flash Cannon. The most obvious candidate would be, of course, Aura Sphere, which is the quintessential Lucario move. It's actually quite unusual that Roy's Lucario doesn't know it yet, considering how common it is for Lucario in the anime. This would be the perfect moment for it to finally learn this move. Especially since, bafflingly, it still only knows 3 moves. They could also have Roy's Lucario lean into the greater speed, take full advantage of Mega Lucario C's ability, which is apparently currently unknown, but could be something crazy, and make use of the capability Mega Lucario C has of cloaking itself in aura to boost defense, ironic given its lower defense, agility, and flexibility, often using this energy to form shields or harden its limbs. All these things would definitely make Lucario stronger. Another thing that makes this battle exciting is the relationship between Roy and Master Mayonnaise. Despite the fact that Master Mayonnaise trained Roy, the two of them have never actually battled each other. In many stories that involve a master-student relationship, the student eventually proves their growth by facing their teacher and surpassing them in battle. We didn't get this in the Mega Evolution mini-arc, so this battle could be a kind of epilogue to that story. Roy will finally have the chance to show his teacher everything he has learned and demonstrate how far he has come, especially when it comes to Mega Evolution. Honestly, since I really liked Master Mayonnaise as a character, seeing him return is amazing enough on its own. Seeing him battle Roy on top of that is just the icing on the cake. Finally, why yes, Perrin and Master Mayonnaise are not the only unexpected returning characters in this episode. Another character who will return is Yanga. Fried will meet up with him in this episode, likely to take care of the errand he mentioned in episode 130. Just in case you don't remember who Yanga is, he is a researcher who works at Exceed and was Fried's junior colleague back when Fried worked there. His first and last appearance was all the way back in episode 54, so it's been a while since we last saw him. He was an even more minor character than YS, and yet here he is returning too. I guess that in Horizons, no character is too minor to come back and contribute to the story. I really like this approach because it means even episodes or characters that initially felt minor can end up having relevance later on. It's almost like having every side quest in a game eventually matter in the bigger picture. Now, it isn't clear what exactly Fried and Yanga will do in this episode, but since Yanga works at Exceed and Fried has just returned from space and the Devon Corporation after investigating Lacuium, there is plenty of room for them to work together. Yanga could help Fried analyze the information he gathered, combine it with his own knowledge from Exceed, and possibly help uncover something important about Lacuium. Their meeting could lead to a new breakthrough that helps prepare the heroes for the final conflict. But yeah, episode 131 is shaping up to be a very exciting one. We have the return of several characters that many of us probably didn't expect to see again. We have a meaningful battle between Roy and Master Mayonnaise that could serve as an epilogue for episode Mega Evolution, while also giving Roy access to Mega Lucario C, allowing his Lucario to step up and become stronger. And we have Fried meeting with Yanga, which could reveal new information that will help set up the final battle against the Explorers. All of this makes this episode feel like another important step towards the climax of the story, which is why I'm definitely looking forward to watching this episode when it airs on March 13. Once it does, I will of course review it eventually, so please stay tuned for that. Also, please do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited for this episode? Will Roy defeat Master Mayonnaise? And do you think Mega Lucario C will be an improvement for Roy and his Lucario? If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, feel free to click the links on screen. And if you'd like to support the channel and help me keep making content like this, you can find all the ways to do so in the description and in the pinned comment. Whether it's through a small donation or just watching and sharing, every bit of support means the world to me. Thank you so very much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.